Do you know your childhood can affect your health? Yes, a lot of people, over 90% of people, their childhood is affecting their health, both their physical health and their mental health. Now, how does that come into play? Good. So, the relationship you had with your mom and your dad can affect both your physical and mental health, even up to adulthood. In psychology, there's what we call mother's wound, and there's also what we call father's wound. So, if any of your parents or both of them were abusive, either physically abusive, verbally abusive, they didn't show love, you were abandoned emotionally, physically, and all that, or you were just abused, verbally abused, and all that, it's going to affect you, your subconscious, even into your adulthood, and that in turn will affect your mental health and all that. So, for fathers, the relationship we have with our fathers teach us how to relate with others, how to relate with the world. So if your relationship with your father was dysfunctional, it's going to affect your relationship with people in your adulthood. It can lead people to be aggressive towards people. Maybe in the midst of that trauma while growing up, your body picked up fight response as its defense mechanism. You grow up to be aggressive towards people, or you may be in the fawn mood or in the freeze mood where you can't stand up for yourself, you can't talk for yourself, you are a doormat to people and all that. And that in turn can affect your body, because in fact people who don't know how to speak up for themselves, who are doormats, who takes all kind of rubbish in the name of keeping peace, they end up with autoimmune diseases, especially that of the thyroid, or those who are in the freeze mode. You cannot defend yourself. Once things happen to you, you are shocked. Like, I went on Facebook and today, and I was seeing the story of a woman who went to a spa and was and she was molested, but she froze. Like, there was no how she could react. Why? Because she was in a freeze mood. Had even she had done therapy, worked on herself, worked on her emotions, and that thing happened, a healthy mind would have responded there and there, right there, immediately. But she had to go get over the shock before she could come out to talk. And a lot of people are not believing how they are saying she enjoyed it and all that. So these are some of the things therapy or having trauma, father's wound or mother's wound, can do to you. Why? The relationship you have with your mom, that one, it forms the relationship you have with yourself. So if the relationship with your mom was bitter, she was abusive, she was verbally abusive, physically abusive, and all that, it will affect the relationship you have with yourself, which is even the worst, because a lot of people grow up hating themselves, and that's how narcissistic personality disorders form. That's how autoimmune disease form. Because if you hate your body will start fighting against itself. So that's just how it works. So, and this in turn will also lead to physical diseases like cancers and all that. So if you're experiencing any of these, either mental health issues, physical disease, there's help for you in naturopathic medicine, a holistic system of healing that heals, reverses disease, touching every aspect of man, the soul, the physical body, and the emotions. So reach out to me. I also have a book titled The Long Cold Walk to Childhood. It's a book that takes you step by step on how to heal all your childhood trauma, and you'll be glad you did.